defense is trying to do too much and they're trying to pursue, but the Chiefs have been dialed in with how to attack it.
Niall Davis is the deep back in the backfield now. Fitzpatrick. It's Alex Smith with the pass to Anthony Sherman out of the backfield to the 45. As a couple of the backs get a rest, and we remind you, Week 3 continues with Sunday Night Football on NBC and Monday Night Football on ESPN, and then Week 4 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network. Kansas City stacking up the total yardage and helped along immensely by New York Jets turnovers this afternoon.
Well, and the Jets come in averaging over 400 yards on offense. You can see, Greg, they're not even at 200 yet.
This is Ware. Deion Simon in the middle of that defensive stop. Deion's a little guy at 6'4" and 332.
Well, and the Chiefs have had to, this is the third game of the season, and they've had 3 different combinations of offensive line after the first game losing both their guards. Duvernay Tardif was able to get back this week, but in a backup role. So Jordan Devy starting at right guard.
Quick pass to the near side. This is Macklin. Macklin looking for the first down marker, and he is right there at the 38-yard line.
Rips through the arm tackle by Revis.
And we're going to get a measurement right in front of Andy Reid.
Well, I was laughing. Did you see what Andy did there? He was laughing. The officials were looking, trying to decide if they're going to measure it. And he's giving the first. He's standing by the chains, giving the first down signal. It's like, Andy, I don't think they're going to fall for your or want your opinion on this.
That's called really close.
What, our camera on top of the sticks there, or the what a great shot!
A little both.
That was a great shot.
On 4th and inches, the offense is going to stay on the field.
Well, in a 2-touchdown lead here. Gutsy call. Unless they're going to just try drawing them off sides, take the penalty, and then go ahead and punt it. That's what I would think, that they're going to try and get them to jump off sides, and if they can't get them to jump off sides, take the penalty and punt it. But been some crazy things happening here today. So
yeah, plenty of time on the play clock. Oh, given to Ware. Going to be right at that marker again, but from here it doesn't look like he made it.
And they're already signaling that it's the other way, so it's.
So the Jets once again with a chance to maybe take advantage of a swing in momentum. They'll get the ball back. 12:21 to play.
Tyrod Taylor fires it downfield. Oh, it is dropped. The receiver dropped it.
I wish Tyrod would have thrown me the ball.
Is that too hard for you? Nice catch.
Wish bold in the 2017 Camry.
My turn.
Toyota, let's go places.
I absolutely love my New York apartment, but the rent is outrageous. Good thing Geico offers affordable renters insurance. With great coverage, it protects my personal belongings should they get damaged, stolen, or destroyed. Excuse me.
Delivery. Hey, lo mein, Szechuan chicken, chopsticks, soy sauce, and you got some fortune cookies. Have a good one.
Ah, these small New York apartments.
Protect your belongings. Let Geico help you with renter's insurance.
Everyone around the world wants one thing: football all day. And it all starts with the Colts Jaguars. Wake up, America. Wake up for football. Colts Jaguars, 9:30 a.m. Eastern next Sunday on CBS.
You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We here at CBS are partnering with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to raise awareness for this very worthy cause. And yesterday, our reporter extraordinaire, Jamie Erdahl, was the MC for the St. Jude 5K run and walk through downtown Kansas City. 1,200 people registered. Jamie was the third female finisher, ably goaded and pushed by a member of our crew, Ade Ellis. Jamie Erdahl, you're our hero.
Oh, thank you, Greg. I'm telling you, I had a tough coach there, but hey, we finished it, and it was for a good cause.
That pass is incomplete. Intended for a Jalen Marshall.
Craig, I didn't know she finished third. That's a pretty impressive showing.
You mean Jamie Erdahl Bolt?
Trent, here's a question. Do you want to race? And then we'll see if I can beat you at that too?
No.
Because I already beat you at one thing this year.
I know, exactly. I can't wait to get you in a free throw shooting contest since you
it's on.
Since you beat me in the
We
football
got 14 more weeks,
contest.
my
Right.
friend.
That's right.
There are gauntlets flying all over the place here. 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick on the move, throwing over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Eric Decker, excuse me. And Steven Nelson was on the coverage.
Well, Steven Nelson's done a good job in protection. He's been asked to cover a lot of guys quite a bit bigger. I know Nelson's listed at 5'11". I'm not so sure that's accurate. He'd be maybe closer to 5'10" than 5'11", but he's going against these big receivers of the Jets. He's held up well today.
The Jets just 3 for 9 on 3rd down today. Fitzpatrick steps up over the middle, and he's got his man, and that's Decker's first catch of the day. Decker inside the 30 for a first down. Looked a lot like the play on 2nd down.
Well, they had him in the slot, and they were trying to get him into the middle of the field. You could see the cross route they do, and none were going to the outside. Decker coming to the inside. Eric Berry taking a bad angle to try and undercut that, and see Ron Parker coming up with the tackle around the legs.
31-yard pickup. And a first down for the Jets, and this is Forte. Forte with a tough yard inside. Desmond Moses with the stop.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Greg, but it goes without saying they've got to go down and finish this drive. Last time they got down in there and had the tip ball for the interception, but you're running out of time here. Down to 11 minutes, down by 14. You got to take advantage of this field position that the Chiefs gave you, and the fact that time of possession is heavily weighted in the Chiefs' favor. But you've been able to get some things going here. You got to go down and get this into the end zone.
You know, it was the Chiefs talking about having to finish plays when we spoke to the teams over the weekend. 2nd and 9. Fitzpatrick right up the middle, running room, and dives forward to the 20-yard line.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, the ball carrier, was tackled by Philip Gaines.
They're getting on the ball here quick, trying to get a quick snap.
3rd and 1. Fitzpatrick trying to sneak for it. And he has to the 19 and a first down.
I know this has been mentioned many times in Ryan Fitzpatrick's career.
About the sliding.
Do you notice how he doesn't slide? It doesn't matter if it's 5 years ago or this year or what it is. He just fires his head in there and just goes for it. So this time calling his own number. He's like, oh, I don't want to push behind my big guard and get the first down. I want to go to the outside and go one-on-one with the outside linebacker.
2 red zone trips for the Jets today. 1 field goal, 1 interception. Fitzpatrick flips it out to the side. It goes nowhere. Forte is hit by Derrick Johnson.
Derrick Johnson read that from the get-go. He was on the left side, lined up. You're going to watch him here. He's going to go right along He's got Matt Forte in man-to-man coverage, and as soon as he sees Forte go up into the line of scrimmage, he runs around to the outside, not allowing the offensive line, in this case, Nick Mangold, and not allowing him time to get up and get that block on the screenplay.
Line of scrimmage back to the 24, a loss of 5, and it's 2nd and 15. Coming up on 9 minutes remaining in regulation. The pass underneath, that's complete to the rookie Jalen Marshall. And that's down to about the 16-yard line, and another big 3rd down facing the Jets.
Well, and I'm okay with that, Greg. This is you have to think at this time of the game, this score of the game, you just want to get about half the yardage back, make this a more doable 3rd down, and I think even if they don't make it here, you go for it on 4th down. But they're going to try and find the best matchup they can and pick it up without having to roll the dice.
The Jets need the 9-yard line for a 1st down.
Look at the space here on Decker. A lot of room.
Fitzpatrick firing to the sideline, and he's going to get a penalty flag. Jalen Marshall, the intended receiver, and Philip Gaines, again, going to be the guilty party.
Well, and I can't imagine this was a catchable ball.
Interference. Defense number 23. Spot foul. Automatic 1st down.
Andy Reid all the way down to about the 20-yard line on the near sideline.
Oh, there's clearly contact there. Definitely contact, but you can see from that angle, he could have caught that ball. If there's not contact and he continues to run, he definitely could have caught that ball. That was a really good call. I thought he was going to go to Decker. There was off coverage. You could hit Decker for the 1st down. Instead, now they got 1st and goal with the penalty.
Fitzpatrick over the middle, diving in the end zone. Inunwa couldn't come up with it. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I know I mentioned it earlier with Steven Nelson and his size at 5'11", but Quincy Enunwa at 6'2", 225. There's Fitzpatrick trying to fire that thing in there again.
Play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and they get it off. Stepping forward, throwing, tipped, caught in the end zone. Intercepted, Marcus Peters again.
Under pressure, trying to make a tough throw. Interception, Chiefs.
This week only, don't order Domino's over the phone. Order online.
This week only, order any pizza online at menu price and get the 2nd one free when you carry out.
You and I.
My brother and I have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Monaco.
And you were always by my side.
We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wish bold in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Boy, we're shipping a ton of these goofy glasses.
Yeah, well, we gotta hand it to FedEx. They've helped make our e-commerce so easy, and now we're getting all kinds of new customers.
I know. Can you believe we're getting orders from Canada, Ireland?
This one is going to New Zealand.
New Zealand? False alarm.
Hey, you guys are gonna scare away the deer.
Idiots.
Providing global access for small business. FedEx.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by National Mortgage Lender Quicken Loans, home buy, refi, power. Domino's, order online at Domino's.com. And by Toyota, Let's go places.
Well, from week 2 to week 3, it's been a totally different New York Jets team.
Drastically different, and a lot of it's due to the turnovers. That bottom number, 5 turnovers today, but just not producing from a yard standpoint. Time of possession, just all the things they did so well the first 2 weeks, not happening here today.
This is Spencer Ware, and that's going to lose a couple of yards. Boy, the turnovers have really stung the Jets. Hit the mark today.
Well, pressure on Fitzpatrick, not able to step into that ball. Marcus Peters undercutting it. Fumble on the run, and then this one, just a gift for Demetrius Harris to run into the end zone on the kickoff return, and then the last interception in the end zone. Under pressure, once again, trying to make a tight throw. Tipped ball.
I will never make fun of a tip drill again. Because
it's been all over today.
It's been gold for the Kansas City Chiefs today. 2nd and 11, pass out here the near side. That's Macklin. And Macklin across the 20 to about the 22 or the 23. And some pushing and shoving.
I always get a kick out of that, Greg. Anytime a guy throws his hands up in the air, you see Jordan Jenkins,
yeah.
He throws his hands up in the air. You know you're involved in some way, shape, or form if you throw your hands up in the air. Steven Nelson and Marcus Peters have reason to smile and laugh over there.
We get a timeout called by the Chiefs before the play clock expires. They use their 2nd of the day. 6:51 to play in a 4th quarter of a game that's all Chiefs.
Did you murder Megan Hipwell?
Tell me what happened.
The Girl on the Train. Rated R.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer ever, an iPhone 7 on us.
Starting tonight after 60 minutes.
So it begins.
CBS Sunday has never looked this cool.
You better believe it.
Because NCIS Los Angeles is on a new night.
Very good.
With a premiere event.
Whatever we do, we gotta do it now.
NCIS LA, the can't miss premiere event. CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
6:51 to play. NFL Play 60. The NFL's movement for a more active generation encourages fans to get moving and play for 60 minutes every day. Learn how you can join the NFL Play 60 movement at NFL.com/play60. And earlier today, it was a healthy tailgate for 11 local Play 60 student ambassadors.
Well, I'm glad that's the tailgate they went to. I generally haven't been to a lot of the healthy tailgates. That probably says more about me, right?
On 3rd and 7, Alex Smith to throw over the middle and overthrew his intended receiver, Chris Conley. He had him too.
Well, and as crazy as this sounds, there's 6:47 to go in this game. The Jets still have 3 timeouts. This game's far from over because the Chiefs, I mean, even consider what's been going on here in the second half. They're keeping this thing within range. If the Jets can just make a play and get that one score on the board.
Jalen Marshall back at his own 25. Colquitt. And fair catch called for and made by Marshall. 6:39 to play. Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Jets have a comeback in them. We'll find out shortly.
hero, justice is spelled V-O-X.
Say hello to a powerful tool that gives you options that fit your budget. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know that an insurance-themed comic book is what we're looking for.
Did I mention he can save people nearly $600? You haven't even heard my catchphrase. I'm all done with this guy. Box him up.
That's terrible.
What a tough way to lose a playoff.
You need a lift? Guys, make some room.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Survivor turns critical.
He might have had a heart attack.
New episode, CBS Wednesday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Progressive, handing off big savings to you. And by Subway Restaurants.
Welcome back to Arrowhead, everyone. Reminder, your weekend starts on Thursday when the Miami Dolphins battle the Cincinnati Bengals. It's Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network. Look at the last 4 possessions of the New York Jets. It's just been a frustrating outing for the Jets today.
You know, and it has been. You look at there, they've been able to put some yards together and put some drives together, 9-play drive, 11-play drive, 10-play drive. And as crazy as this is, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's 15 of 30, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But he can still lead these guys down, get a score on the board, and make this thing an interesting game to wrap up here. And quarterback, it's how you finish games, not necessarily how you start all the time.
Fitzpatrick on the slant. That's Brandon Marshall. Marshall trying to make something out of nothing. Out across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Ron Parker with the tackle.
Well, I know Brandon Marshall didn't want to make an issue about his knee injury a week ago, but you wonder if he was just a step slow there. Maybe he could have gotten away from that late tackle.
Second and 3. Fitzpatrick with a rifle shot over the middle, and it's knocked down, intended for Enunwa. Ron Parker batted it down. That'll stop the clock with 6:07 to play.
You can see Fitzpatrick trying to fire this in there.
Let's go down to Jamie.
Hey, Greg, on that last tackle on Brandon Marshall, he went down pretty hard. He stayed on that side of the field, clapped his hands a few times that Ryan Fitzpatrick waved his hand away from him, implying, I would think, that play needs to go away from him so he could take that last play. Just a break on that knee because he did look like he was favoring it a bit.
All right, Jamie, thank you. On 3rd and 3, the give is to Bilal Powell, and Powell up the middle to midfield and a first down for the Jets.
Bilal Powell, the ball carrier. Tackled by Daniel Sorensen. 1st and 10.
He's going to work it right up the middle. Sorensen coming up making that tackle.
Fitzpatrick with time. Lofts it down the sideline, incomplete. Enunwa was over there. Jalen Marshall was over there.
That's generally not a good sign when you have 2 receivers right next to each other, but that was more just guys trying to make something happen. The initial play had broken down. The Chiefs had gotten enough pressure on Fitzpatrick. He had to flush, and really, I think more than anything, he was throwing the ball away.
Bad sign when 2 receivers are in the same place. Even worse when neither one of them catches the ball.
Right.
Forte, good receiver out of the backfield on 2nd and 10. Tried to get it to Forte, popped in the air and knocked down.
Fitzpatrick's pass batted down.
Jay Howard, Tom Ali putting the pressure.
Oh, it hit right into the back of the head of Ryan Clady, his left tackle. that was intended for Forte coming out of the backfield.
Well, and it looks like it was a good thing because Alan Bailey was there to either get the interception or knock it down underneath.
There is a conversation at midfield with the officials.
There was no foul for illegal touch on the pass by an offensive player. It was non-intentional. Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds.
As you said, Greg, that ball hit right in the back of Ryan Clady's head. So that's what the officials.
His was the non-intentional involvement.
His was the non-intentional part.
This is very intentional right here, but the ball had already hit the teammate. Jets have converted their last 3 third downs, 3rd and 10 here. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to Marshall and Jalen Marshall. Marshall to the 40 and enough for a first down. Clock continues to move. 5:20 to play in the fourth. As Trent mentioned, not just plenty of time, but 3 timeouts available to the Jets.
Well, and Fitzpatrick going to this up-tempo, almost a 2-minute type of offense.
Fitzpatrick with all kinds of time going deep. It is incomplete, almost intercepted by Daniel Sorensen.
Fitzpatrick's pass intended for Eric Decker, broken up by Daniel Sorensen.
Well, veteran quarterbacks can get caught up in it just like young quarterbacks. If you come back and you're just staring at a guy that long, the safety's going to get over the top. He's just going to be drawn by your eyes. That time Fitzpatrick lucky that he didn't throw interception number 4.
2nd and 10. You have to know that if it comes down to a 4th down, they'll look for the touchdown. They'll look to continue the play. That one over the middle, incomplete, intended for Enunwa.
Yeah, this is the point of the game, Greg, with under 5 minutes to go, down 2 touchdowns. You do have the 3 timeouts, but definitely it's not a question of whether you go for it on 4th down. It just depending on where you go for 4th down and what part of the field you're going to be.
Third and 10. Fitzpatrick throwing near sideline. It is almost intercepted again. Eric Berry. 4th down.
I know you're trying to get big chunks. I guess I just don't understand where they're not doing more stuff on the inside, more of their quick direction, quick throws at this point in time. You want to strike fast, but you got to get first downs to get there in position to get that score.
The last drive, they had lots of slants working for them. They haven't gone to that once on this drive. 4th down. Fitzpatrick throwing far side. It is. That one is intercepted by Sorensen.
Daniel Sorensen.
What a nightmare trip to Kansas City this has been for the New York Jets.
This is the house of the passionate. This is the house of the brave. Of those who keep fighting, who honor traditions. And this is the house of their beer. Casa Modelo, home of the clean, crisp taste of Especial and the rich, smooth flavor of Negra. Quality beers, brewed for those who believe in better since 1925. Welcome to Casa Modelo.
Assists, completions, he's Mr. Instant Meeting, Ed Feldman.
Press 1 to lead your team onto the meeting field. Start your free trial at gotomeeting.com.
This week only, don't order Domino's over the phone. Order online.
This week only, order any pizza online at menu price and get the second one free when you carry out.
You're gonna need one big push. You got one more? Here we go.
Congrats! I hear you're having a baby.
Doing very good, just breathe. Here we go. You better start saving for college tuition.
And you'll probably need a bigger house at some point. But New York Life can help you manage your family's financial future, so you can relax and enjoy life's special moments. Like this moment. That's what being good at life is all about, right?
Be good at life. New York Life.
We remind you once again, your weekend begins on Thursday when the Miami Dolphins battle the Cincinnati Bengals. Thursday Night Football on NFL Network.
First and 10, Kansas City.
Kansas City with the ball at the 23-yard line. Spencer Ware met by Muhammad Wilkerson.
Todd Bowles calls a quick timeout on the far sideline.
Once again, proof positive that this game is really easy if no one blocks you. And next Sunday, NFL on CBS starts early. Trent, pack your bags. Trent, Jamie, and I headed out to London for the Colts and Jaguars at a special time. And the Bills battle the Patriots. Raiders take on the Ravens. The Broncos tangle with the Bucks. All begins at 9 Eastern time. That's 9 a.m. with JB and the guys on the NFL today.
So everybody can have breakfast with us, right?
Hey, they're smiling because they don't yet know how early they have to get up.
Right. 16 from the 16-yard line.
And look at the turnovers. That's just unreal.
Yeah, you're
no shot at winning.
You're +5 in turnover ratio. Your odds are pretty good.
Spencer Ware. Brought down short of the 15-yard line, and the clock continues. No, another timeout called by the Jets. 4:28 to play, and the Jets use their second of 3 timeouts.
Two big targets for the Jets. You know, coming into this game, we talked to everybody in the Jets, everybody wanted to talk about Marcus Cooper and the job he was going to do, and they said, well, we have a lot of other weapons that Marcus Cooper can't cover everybody, so we're going to find the guy that's open, find the matchup we like, and give credit to the rest of that defense because, as you can see from the numbers of those two guys and just the numbers in general for the Jets offensively, the Chiefs came ready to play defense.
Kansas City's defensive coordinator, Bob Sutton, 13 years a New York Jets assistant. This is Ware, and Ware across the 20. Forward progress is going to be marked close to the 25-yard line. And that'll bring out the punting unit for Kansas City. And the Jets use their third and final timeout with 4:21 to play.
Hey, well, we have a chance, Greg. I wanted to. It was interesting talking to Todd Bowles and the co-offensive coordinator for the Chiefs this week, Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy's dad was Todd Bowles' high school coach, one of his high school coaches. So when Matt was telling us about that growing up, he said, "Oh, Todd Bowles was around all the time. We talked about him. He's big, big in our hometown." And Todd got a smile on his face. So I said, "Is it true that Matt Nagy's dad was your high school?" And he got this big smile on his face, and he said, "Yeah, we go back a while."
Jalen Marshall. Up the middle and hit hard as he crossed the 40-yard line. And DJ Alexander slow getting off the turf, but he's up. This has been a real dissection of the Jets by Kansas City.
Well, they've been able to get pressure on Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not necessarily a lot of sacks, or any sacks for that matter, but they've been getting pressure and causing some errant throws. Ryan Fitzpatrick on the day completing less than 50%. Does have the 4 interceptions that we're taking a look at right here. Overall, great defensive performance.
Fitzpatrick 17 of 39. Now 18 of 40 as Robbie Anderson makes the catch and moves it out to about the 49-yard line. Jets cannot stop the clock anymore. We're under 4 minutes to play.
2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line.
Push him through. Push him through, Nick.
That pass intercepted again. Derrick Johnson. Johnson up the sideline. Now to the middle. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown.
Well, the agony continues for Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Jets offense. Watch here. Here's Derrick Johnson right here. They moved Brandon Marshall in. They wanted to get a shoot route up the sideline, but Derrick Johnson doesn't fall for it. He peels back into coverage. He gets over the... Watch Brandon Marshall come down and try and pick him. Derrick Johnson sees it coming. He saw the check. He saw them move Marshall down into a tighter formation. He knew what the play was going to be. That's the preparation Derrick Johnson had made. Ryan Fitzpatrick got roped into that by a veteran linebacker, got baited into it. Derrick Johnson came out on the strong end of that, getting the pick six.
Santos. A 55-yard interception return for the touchdown by Derrick Johnson. What did he tell us right off the bat in our meeting? He said we played better defense in week number 2, but we didn't win.
And that's what he said. They just wanted to come out with a different attitude, a different approach. They understood they had to, it dealt with stopping the run, stopping Matt Forte in the rushing game, but also getting after Ryan Fitzpatrick and understanding if you get pressure on him, that good things can happen for you defensively, and that's what's happened today.
That's 4 consecutive drives by the Jets that ended in an interception, and that's a career high. Oh.
Yeah, that's one of those days that as a quarterback, it's going to be a long flight home and a long week. You can't get to the next game fast enough. You just want to get that out of your memory bank, and sometimes it's just one of those days, and right now it's been a great day for the Chiefs defensively. But did you see how I was talking about with Derrick Johnson, how he baited him into that? He just had him thinking on that whole thing, and you can see Brandon Marshall trying to pick him as much as he could. He was trying to get in the way. He was just couldn't get it done.
This is Inunwa from the 1. Cutting it back, breaking up the sideline, and pushed out of bounds in Kansas City territory.
Quincy Inunwa on the return. Pushed out of bounds by James O'Shaughnessy.
Kansas City Chiefs travel to Pittsburgh and then Oakland.
Yeah, Pittsburgh today getting it handed to them pretty good by Philadelphia, which is I think a surprise when you think they got a rookie quarterback in Carson Wentz, and then they have the bye week prior to going to Oakland. Got a nice stretch of quarterbacks there with Ben Roethlisberger, Derek Carr, Drew Brees, so they've got some challenges coming up.
3:18 to play. Fitzpatrick. Bilal Powell. And Powell stopped shy of the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, no picnic upcoming for the New York Jets. They host Seattle, then they have to travel to Pittsburgh and to Arizona.
Well, and right now you got to keep up in this division. It's all about keeping up with the Patriots, and the Patriots keep finding ways to win football games no matter who the quarterback is.
2:50 to play. Fitzpatrick from behind got rid of it in time, and the diving catch is made by Powell. Look at the Jets.
To Bilal Powell.
A couple of tough tests upcoming in the next month.
Well, and 4 of the next 6 on the road. So road woes they had here today in Kansas City have to get corrected quickly.
Powell. And Powell down to about the 20.
Bilal Powell, the ball carrier. Tackled by Daniel Sorensen.
Hand it off to Powell this time, and Powell to about the 16, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the second half. A bad day for the New York Jets.
You and I.
My brother and I have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Monaco.
Forevermore. And you will always by my side.
We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wishbold in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
The search for better is one of our greatest traits as humans. It's a new commitment.
You're in.
A bold move.
You're in.
Even a fresh start. This appetite for better is everywhere. In people, communities, and also at Subway. Every day, we're finding new ways to serve fresh, locally sourced produce and food free of artificial preservatives whenever and wherever possible. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
Hey, Jesse.
Who are you?
I'm Vern, the Orange Money Retirement Rabbit from Voya. Orange Money represents the money you put away for retirement. Over time, your money could multiply.
Hello, all of you.
Get organized at Voya.com.
60 Minutes got a rare look at America's nuclear weapons, but it's what the generals told us about Russia's threat that made it a story for our season premiere tonight.
We've got news that's so top secret, we're not allowed to talk about it.
Can I use text-to-speech software?
Don't speak. Oh, nuts. Don't miss a new Big Bang Theory, CBS Monday.
I want to remind you, tonight on CBS begins with the season premiere of 60 Minutes and a report on the war against ISIS, followed by the premiere event, NCIS Los Angeles, plus the new hit drama MacGyver. Tonight, only CBS. 2 minutes to play. Fitzpatrick with time, end zone, leaping, Marshall intercepted. DJ White, the 6th round draft pick out of Georgia Tech.
Well, you can't accuse Fitzpatrick of not going down swinging. He's still trying to fling it up the field. DJ White with his first career interception.
6 interceptions by the Kansas City defense today.
First and 10 Kansas City from the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
You have to go all the way back to 1975 to find this many turnovers. How's this for a number? Alex Smith. With this win as a starting quarterback, he will go 9-0 for his career in the regular season against the AFC East. 3-0 against the Jets, and he's never thrown an interception in regular season against the AFC East.
That's good stuff. You did some good digging with that. That's impressive.
No, I just have big ears at times. Yeah, this will be a long plane ride home for the Jets. Meanwhile, an awfully happy locker room for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, the Jets are going to have to regroup quickly. They've got Seattle coming into town next week. It's good for them. They get to have a home game. Seattle's the one that has to travel cross country and change all those time zones. So knowing the demeanor and the approach that Todd Bowles brings and the respect that the players in that locker room have for him, I anticipate them responding and having a good week of preparation.
Kansas City had that great run at the tail end of the season last year, won 12 of their last 13 regular season games, and with a win here will have won 8 in a row here at Arrowhead Stadium. Well, if this was a measure to find out where these teams look in comparison to the competition around the league, the Kansas City Chiefs are coming out of this looking pretty good.
Well, and there were a lot of people talking about this being a potential playoff battle. These two teams are fighting not only within their division, but when the season comes to an end, these could be two of the teams fighting for one of those playoff spots. So this was a big statement for an early season contest between these two.
Big day for the Kansas City Chiefs. Great defensive performance for the New York Jets, back to the drawing board. 24-3 the final score for Trent, for Jamie, for all of us here in Kansas City. I'm Greg Gumbel. Let's send you back to New York and James Brown.
All right, Greg, so what a day for the New York Jets. They lose it by 21 to Kansas City. A career high it was for Fitzpatrick, and then he goes one more and throws it for 6. Boomer, what can you say?
It's really hard to put this one in words. This is about as bad a performance as I've seen from any quarterback over probably the last 20 years. I mean, this was about as embarrassing as it gets. You got to file it and just forget about it and look forward to next week, Seattle.
We take you out to Indianapolis. San Diego nursing a 2-point lead. 3:38 left in regulation. Kevin Harlan and Rich Gannon.
10. 2 tight ends. Melvin Gordon. He gets a block from his wide receiver Inman. And a flag? Nope, that was just yellow hands on the turf. It's an 8-yard gain, a burst over the left side, the block by the tackle Hairston, and he's up to the 47.
Wow, look how quick Melvin Gordon. He's on his path, and he's able to run right through that arm tackle. It was a good, strong run by Melvin Gordon.
He looked like the guy who normally wears number 28 does in this league, Adrian Peterson, who he trained with this past summer in Houston. He's a different back, isn't he, Rich?
He really is, Kevin. I think it really boils down to one thing. It's confidence.
Second and a long 2. Play clock at 2. Gordon again. Good tackle, C.O. Moore. The former Raider comes in. They throw him for a 1-yard loss, and a timeout has been taken. They go back to the 46. And it'll be 3rd down and 3. Chuck Pagano is 0-2 for a 3rd consecutive year with his Colts. And what'd you say earlier? A team that begins 0-3 has never made the playoffs.
Yeah, you look at over the last 10 seasons anyway, Kevin. 49 teams have started 0-3. Not a single one has made the playoffs
in the last 10 years. And here are some of the stories today. Luck with a couple of turnovers, a fumble and a pick. Rivers with just under 300 yards passing. And Gore with 78 yards on the ground.
And Kevin, most of those 78 yards on the ground from Frank Gore came early in this game. He's been kind of quiet in the second half.
We've had 3 second-half lead changes. Rivers took over at his own 18 with 6.5 to go.
Well, it's a huge 3rd down for the Colts defense. They have to find a way to get off the field.
Third and 3, McCluster is in. And across the middle, they can't get Benjamin because Davis, who just got back on the field, was covering. And covered like the Pro Bowler he is. It's 4th and 3. And here comes the punting unit for San Diego. The Colts have 2 timeouts, the Chargers 3.
What a terrific stop by the Colts, and Rivers just late getting back to Travis Benjamin. You think for a second maybe he felt like Benjamin was 6'4" and not 5'10". He's missed Travis Benjamin now a couple times on the crossing route versus man-to-man coverage.
Drew Kaiser to punt. And Quan Bray will circle under it with the catch at the 17-yard line. 36-yarder.
This is what you live for, Kevin, if you're a quarterback like Andrew Luck. You rehearse these situations all the time in practice. Just about every Friday you have a 2-minute drill. You've got 2:29. The situation in the game is you just need a field goal to get it done, and you've got a couple timeouts left. You can work in the middle of the field. There's ways to stop the clock. Just have to be smart. The thing that hurts you in a 2-minute drive are negative plays, and most importantly, the sack. It's not a bad thing to throw the ball away on early down.
Rookie free agent out of Illinois, Josh Ferguson in the backfield, 1st and 10 for Luck. He goes outside with the catch by Dorsett, the hit by Verrett, who is back in. Why they took him out before, we didn't know. We knew that he left with an injury, but there was no word given to us by the San Diego sideline. But back in, as you just saw. He picks up 3, 2nd down and 7. Luck again, hit as he throws, and he overshoots the receiver here.
Well, you're seeing a lot more 2-deep coverage now, Kevin. You mentioned Verrett back in. He's getting help from Dwight Lowry over the top. San Diego doing a good job defending the deep ball. John Pagano, you look at his call sheet. Not afraid to bring pressure in this situation. You saw him start this series with a 6-man pressure.
5 in the secondary. Ferguson in the backfield, 3rd and 7 for Luck. And he's got Ferguson. And a fumble on the play, if indeed he did catch the ball. Let's see if he... No, incomplete. Incomplete pass. As Perriman scoops it in on the bounce. Incomplete.
This is a terrific play by McCoyle. It's a form of alert coverage. He comes down and makes the play on the back.
We have the 2-minute warning in Indianapolis on CBS.
You and I.
My brother and I have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Monaco.
And you were always by my side.
We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wishbold in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
The search for better is one of our greatest traits as humans. It's a new commitment.
You're in.
A bold move.
You're in.
Even a fresh start. This appetite for better is everywhere. In people, communities, and also at Subway. Every day, we're finding new ways to serve fresh, locally sourced produce and food free of artificial preservatives whenever and wherever possible. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
Hey, Jesse.
Who are you?
I'm Vern, the Orange Money Retirement Rabbit from Voya. Orange Money represents the money you put away for retirement. Over time, your money could multiply.
Hello, all of you.
Get organized at Voya.com.
60 Minutes got a rare look at America's nuclear weapons, but it's what the generals told us about Russia's threat that made it a story for our season premiere tonight.
We've got news that's so top secret, we're not allowed to talk about it.
Can I use text-to-speech software?
Don't speak. Oh, nuts.
Don't miss a new Big Bang Theory, CBS Monday.
Well, when you're 0-2, and you got a 4th and 7 at your own 20-yard line, you got to go for it, Rich.
Well, they've got such a ways to go, and you just can't afford to give the ball back with just 2 timeouts left to Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. I think this is the right decision. It's the only decision in this situation.
Leading the 27 left on the screws, and he's got his receiver Hilton. Flowers was there, 8-yard pickup on 4th and 7. They'll move the chains. The Colts with 2 timeouts, the Chargers with 3.
And what did John Pagano decide to do? He brought pressure, and Andrew Luck knew exactly where to go with the football.
Remember, San Diego missed.
The ruling on the previous play that the runner made the line to gain will be further reviewed.
And this comes from upstairs. There are no challenges inside 2 minutes. Remember, San Diego, Rich, missed the PAT earlier on.
Yeah, you're going to see the pressure, and they do a nice job with T.Y. Hilton. That's been his go-to target in a critical situation. The question is, does he get far enough for the first down? Well, he's not down, even though he falls. He's not down until he's touched by Flowers.
I think he clearly has the first down.
Oh, yeah. It's a good look at it right there.
Yep.
He's got to get past the 32-yard line, or the 28-yard line.
Now, breather here for the Colts. Chargers defensively can reset.
In a critical situation, Kevin, I always say you think about players and not plays. Where you want to go with the football? To T.Y. Hilton.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. It's Indianapolis' ball, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they had to get to the 27-yard line. They got to the 28.
Here's Adam Vinatieri. He's kicked field goals today of 38 and 33.
And if you're the Chargers, you just have to assume that Vinatieri gets a chance. He's going to make it. He's that type of kicker.
They go underneath. It's caught by Josh Ferguson. He's brought down by Perriman with a catch and run. He picks up 9. A player is down. That's Flowers. The ball is up to the 37-yard line of the Colts.
That's a break for the Colts. They'll get the clock stopped and chance to huddle up because of the injury to Brandon Flowers. Was a big hit.
San Diego, because of the injury, inside 2, is charged a timeout. So now they have 2. So the Chargers are down to 2, and you can see the helmet to hip.
Well, Josh Ferguson wasn't fooling around. He knew exactly what he was trying to do, split the 2 defenders. Well, you can see Brandon Flowers moving. That's a good sign.
Well, at every NFL stadium, there are well over 25 medical personnel from each sideline and then assigned to the league for situations like this. And the protocol used, but with both benches participating, has been immensely increased.
Yeah, one of the things that's new this year, Kevin, you look at number 1, when the potential concussion is identified, the players are being removed from the field. That allows the medical staff to get in there and to visit with the player and to do the evaluation without a number of other players coming around and checking on their teammates. You look at the Madden rule. If there's a suspicion of a concussion, the players escorted to the locker room. They've done a much better job really zeroing in and really doing everything they can to promote player safety. We talked about the number of rule changes. I think 42 rule changes in the last 10 years alone to promote player safety. And the big part of it is taking the head out of the game, hits on defenseless players.
Now you take Flowers out of the game. They bring in Craig Mager to join the 5 in the secondary for San Diego.
Kevin, I lost a playoff game to Adam Vinatieri. I know what he's about. And if you're the Chargers and you allow him to even get the opportunity to get on the field, you're rolling the dice. Got to find a way to get to Luck.
2nd down and 1. Anderson remains in the backfield. Luck fires it inside. Oh, there goes T.Y. Hilton. It's a foot race. And there he goes. Touchdown. "63 yards and the lead."
And they've got to go for 2 now. They're up by 4. Boy, you know, Kevin, a good play caller is not afraid to go back to a play they just ran in the critical situation. Remember the 3rd down? They ran this very same concept with T.Y. Hilton on the inside angle route. And look at the speed. Look at his ability to pull away from the safety, Adrian Phillips. Wow.
McCoyle could not make the tackle. And they're going for 2. What a play for T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown reception of the season.
Again, they went after Jason Verrett. Kevin, you mentioned that he's been banged up here a little bit in the 4th quarter. The suddenness of T.Y. Hilton on an inside cut has been a real problem for the Chargers secondary.
Gore is in and trying for two. And that is incomplete. Verrett was watching.
Now you can't fault him for trying to go after Verrett with T.Y. Hilton.
But how big is the missed extra point by San Diego?